and gentlemen, welcome back to another tint tutorial. Today we are removing and replacing the back window tint on this 2013 Infiniti G37. Our Jiffy Steam Blade's already turned on, it's steaming. The first thing we're gonna do is place it in the back seat and let the steam just kind of cook away at the window film, probably about 10-15 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. Alrighty, so the film is ready to come off. What we're gonna do now is slowly pull the film off the window. We're gonna keep the steamer on it the whole time. A couple things you need to remember, really one thing you need to remember when removing film off a back window so you don't rip the defrost lines off, be sure you go slow and take your time. It's not really a rush thing. Tell the customer it's gonna take about 3 to 5 hours. That way you're giving yourself plenty of time to do this. You don't wanna rush anything on the back window, especially with the defrost lines. So now that the film has been cooking, we're gonna go ahead and take it off. A little update on how the film's coming off. The film is coming off actually best case scenario. It's coming off real nice and easy. And the best part about it is that it's not leaving any glue on the window. So what I'm gonna do, a film removal technique that we use is lacquer thinner. We just put it on a paper towel and wipe it on the window. So I'm probably just gonna hit it with that once I'm done taking the film off, and then it's gonna be ready to shrink and apply on the inside. Also, I do wanna tell everybody, I'm not being paid by them. Nobody's being paid by them. But if you have not invested in a Jiffy Steam Blade or a Jiffy steamer at all, I highly, highly recommend that you do so. It makes our job a whole lot easier. You can get film off a window, no problem, just like that. So if you haven't invested in a Jiffy Steam Blade, I recommend it. We have our pattern here. Now that we're going to trace around the plotter cutout. And then we will put it on the outside of the window. We are going to wet shrink this one. There's no need to dry shrink this. There's not a lot of curve to this back window. So real quick, we're just gonna trace it about 1/4 inch outside of the plotter cut line. And now we'll place it on the outside of the window and we'll wet shrink it to the shape. Real quick, I'm gonna show you what tools I use, what tools Eddie uses, what tools we all use when we tint a back window. Before we even apply any film on a back glass, we always sand down the defrost lines with 2000 grit sandpaper. After that, we have a scrubber with a scrubby pad on it. I'll show you front and back, that's what it looks like. We use a orange crush with a Fusion Shorty 5. We use a blue and white swiper. We use a slammer, looks like this. And then probably my favorite tool when doing a back window is a bulldozer. This is probably the most efficient tool. So we'll throw these in the back and we'll start applying the film. The film is ready to be applied. We already took off our protective liner. We're spraying it down with our soapy solution now, and we're going to use the Frankenstein method to put this film inside of the vehicle. Always be careful when you're stepping in a vehicle like this. You don't want to trip and fall. If you trip and fall, you're probably going to go face first into the driver's seat. When you're transferring the film from the outside to the inside of the vehicle, you always want to be sure that you're moving slow and methodical. I always kind of say that slow moving is fast moving, and fast moving is you taking off the window tint and redoing it. So take your time, go slow, but do it a little quick. Be sure it's clean. That way you won't have to waste any film. Another tip for anybody that has been tinting for a while and doesn't know this, or if you're just now learning to tint, we always kind of finish up. The last step that we do is put a little heat on the window. If you have any fingers or anything, it's gonna lay down a lot easier. It's also gonna help the film dry. Like today, when it's 25 degrees outside in Texas, it's pretty cold. So this is definitely helping the film out. It's always the last step that we do before cleaning it. If you wanna do it, go ahead. If you don't wanna do it, we use a Coleman propane torch or propane tank, and then just like a little torch head on top. So I'll just put a little heat on it. And then once I put heat on it, I'll just push out all my edges with my hard card and my paper towel, just to be sure all the water's being pushed out, no fingers will pop up and the film won't roll off. Now that the film is all pushed out, everything is dry, it's torched a little bit, and it's clean, this customer is ready to go. As you saw when we started, it had the lines running across it. Those lines will not happen this time. It is done professionally the right way. If you enjoyed this video, be sure you like it, share it with your mom, dad, brother, sister, cousin, whoever it is. Post it on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. If you aren't following us on TikTok, go follow us on TikTok at Glacier Window Tinting, Instagram as well. All the links should be down in the bio. If you enjoyed the video, like I said, leave a like, and then I will see y'all next time.